Dramatic film hires airplane director and expects me to then take it seriously. Many movies have tried to open on a fantastic one-shot of a mysterious dusty warehouse attic thing full of garbage, but only Ghost truly succeeded. They keep taking the masks off as soon as they're done hammering, but way the hell before the dust actually settles.
Well, I mean, what am I supposed to say? I mean, I can't very well tell him my Swedish pom-pom girl joke, you know?
You can't tell that joke to anyone anyway, Sam.
Those are great. Where'd you get those?
Okay, A, at most he could see the brown leather fastener at the pants line, and that's it, but he still thinks that's enough to see more, and then instantly determines the entire whole of the suspenders is fantastic. And B, these suspenders aren't that great.
Oh man, look at that, Testarossa.
I think you gotta pay off your Mustang first.
Damn, Ferrari just got a premium product placement gig and bitch slap Ford at the same time.
What about the rash?
The rash is, also incredibly contagious.
Obvious elevator joke is obvious.
Good morning, Susan. You are looking good.
That's harassment. Ah, the heavy hand of symbolism.
Saved your life.
What an asshole. This mirror shot is pretty f***ing awesome, but it looks like 2 members of the film crew got in the shot. And then you can see all the mics, lights, screens, and other film equipment as the mirror shuffles out of view.
We'll paint it.
You're going to paint leather?
It's amazing. Just like that. Blackout.
Ah, the heavy hand. Ah, fuck it. I'm not a big fan of these high-waisted panties, but I am a big fan of the fact that I can see them. So, you see the mind I'm in. Scene does not contain a muddy lap dance. Tremendously long PG-13 sex scenes are pretty worthless.
There's too much money in these accounts.
And funny that I see this right after I gave you my code earlier. So strange.
The New York Times is just some frustrated little critic with pimples on his ass who flunked out of art school.
Some people say the same thing about us. Also, how do you flunk out of art school? I saw an exhibit a decade ago that was literally a bed with thousands of pounds of shaved ham piled on it. If that guy can succeed, then surely art school is more of a pass-fail kind of thing, right? They just walked out of a show with tons of people, probably at a decent hour, and they chose the one street where everyone fears to tread? Bad guys hire an assassin with 0 stealth points.
Somebody! Somebody! Somebody help us!
Yeah, is there anyone in New York City around Broadway and Spring Street right now? That would be great. 1990 ghost effects. God has room for bankers in heaven.
Shot, huh? That'll do it every time.
Not really. Have you ever met 50 Cent? Man, open doors, no gloves on most of these people, no one wearing their mask. Medicine in 1990 was f***ing casual. Ghost character attends his own funeral cliche. Just because you can walk through a gravestone doesn't mean you should walk through a gravestone. Why is this even hard right now? You've seen things go through you. You saw that chick walk through a gravestone. Just do it already. Sam flails wildly trying to punch while a ghost, but easily hops up on whatever step he wants without an issue. And the stairs continue to act as though they don't know he's a ghost. Geez, Molly went out for like 2 minutes. And since we know that Carl is the bad guy in this movie, it's kind of amazing that he's not with her, trying to tell her that she should stay outside a little bit longer so his hired goon can ransack the loft. After being assaulted by the other ghost for being on his train, Sam then exits from the same car as the killer, which was the other ghost's train. Did that guy kick his ass for being on the train but then allow him to remain on the train until the next stop? Was he like, hey man, I really don't like other ghosts on this train, but since you're new and you didn't know, I'll let you ride this one out to the next station just this once.
It's me. Couldn't get it. She came home.
And you should know that because you're Carl and you were with her when she left. I mean, seriously, did Carl and Molly just part ways right after he invited her to go outside for a walk?
A couple of days, man. I'll go back.
This makes it sound like he randomly showed up at the loft without knowing Molly was gone. Now he's promising to go back in a couple of days without knowing whether or not she'll be there. I mean, Carl has a plan, right? It would serve his interests to be able to tell Willie when to go to the loft, right?
You can hear me?
What's the bigger coincidence here, that there's one human being who can easily and clearly hear Sam, or the fact that she also happens to be a fake psychic? You know what, I don't f***ing care. Send them both.
Hey you, my name is Sam Wheat. Listen, hey, can you hear me?
Also, wouldn't Oda May have heard ghosts before? Since she lives in New York and there are apparently millions of them wandering around? It miraculously starts working once Sam waltzes in?
Are you white?
That's racist.
I don't care how long it takes, because I can talk forever.
Yeah, but Molly's gonna die in 2 days, so, I mean, this is a pretty empty threat. Whoopie onesie. Sitting down.
Oh, cute. White, but cute.
That's definitely racist.
His name is Willie Lopez, and I know where he lives.
His name is Willie Lopez. He's Puerto Rican.
Well, Sam didn't say anything about the guy being Puerto Rican, and I don't know how you can figure that out just from his name or why it matters, but he's Puerto Rican and that somehow means something.
Be careful.
Everyone but Sam knows this guy is a bad guy. Willie opens the door without bothering to see who it is first.
You killed a man. You're supposed to steal his wallet. Was that a joke?
Man, I did you a favor, man. That was a freebie.
Wait, killing Sam wasn't part of the plan? How did Carl ever expect to get away with this without a dead Sam? Sam was checking these accounts pretty hard. Was Carl going to go to the bank late that night, call the drug dealer guy, and transfer $4 million without a trace? This would have been nearly impossible since the drug dealer guy later tells him to only transfer the money on the next day, 5 minutes before closing.
Tomorrow at 5 minutes before
closing.
This is also stupid, but we'll get to that later. Was Carl going to wait until the next morning? If so, Sam would have likely come in to change the codes because his address book with the codes was stolen. Even if Sam doesn't change the codes, how does Carl expect to transfer the money without it being seen?
These are drug dealers, okay? I've risked my job. I could go to jail.
So, are you afraid of the law or the drug dealers whose money you're stealing? I know he's supposed to be overcome with emotion, but punching at a non-ghost again? Come on! Carl finds the code in the address book he could very easily have stolen when he was helping Molly put Sam's stuff in the Reebok box. Hell, he could have simply told Molly, there's a couple of addresses I need to copy down from this actually, give me a second.
The guy's name is Willie Lopez. All I'm asking you to do is check it out.
Because probable cause, privacy, and general cop procedure.
Where's the file on Willie Lopez?
There's no file for Willie Lopez.
I'm gonna say I find that hard to believe, and I don't think the police sergeant is lying. If you're Carl, a banker driving a Mustang, how do you find someone like Willie Lopez? Gotta be a guy with a little bit of a reputation, right? Probably has some priors. I mean, bullshit, right?
Tomorrow at 5 minutes before closing, 3:55 p.m.
So there's enough time for Sam to get Oda Mae to steal the money before you can transfer it. I mean, is there any reason why this needs to take place tomorrow near closing time? Is it less suspicious then? Shouldn't we be rolling credits about now? She's no longer in danger, right? The guy wants to sleep with her, sure, but the life or death thing is completely done now that Sam knows they're only after the account number, right? The entire rest of the movie is all because Ghost Sam wants revenge on Carl.
Don't open him. Don't open the goddamn door. He's a murderer.
Well, no, Willie Lopez is the murderer. All Carl wanted to happen was for him to steal your wallet, and you were there to hear that, so I understand being mad at him, but let's get our facts straight.
I want you to know that I'm your friend, Mom.
You were never our friend.
You know, I know it's 1990, Patrick Swayze's hot shit, and you need to give him things to say and do, but these feeble proclamations are pretty lame, especially when they are obvious and no one can hear him. Okay, so first of all, did he just finally need to be mad enough in order to touch inanimate objects? Other than stairs? Second of all, he didn't even hit anything close to what he was trying to hit. So his inanimate object touching skills are completely random.
You ain't got a body no more, son. It's all up here now. You want to move something, you got to move it with your mind.
So that's why Sam was able to move the picture frame when he in no way intended to do that whatsoever. All the shots of Sam practicing moving things with the more experienced ghost take place at the end of the 42nd Street platform, at the end of the row of blue bars rating 42, but then the next time we see him, when he kicks the can for real, he's got miles of blue 42 bars behind him and is nowhere near the end of the platform.
Jumping in the bodies wipes you out.
Because ghosts get tired. Also, thanks for the exposition, random smarter ghost who was thankfully nearby. It took Willie a really long time to visit Oda Mae and figure out that whole why is she talking about me to Molly thing. Also, Willie picks the exact time that Sam just happens to be visiting. Assassin fires roughly 11 shots, says, "F it, I definitely got her," and takes off. I mean, you either want this dead or you don't, right?
I need another one. I signed the wrong name.
Oh, okay. That's strange, but not suspicious. Here's another one.
$4 million!
And the incredible subterfuge continues.
$4 million!
Say yes. Say yes.
Also, dude, you had all day to tell her what your plan was, so these stupid little surprise-based outbursts don't happen. Quit defying logic to serve the script, damn it. Molly picks the exact time Oda Mae is stealing $4 million to come by and sign some papers. Afterlife Sam is a dick to his former girlfriend.
Oh, if I endorse it, then if I drop it, somebody will get it.
1990, when all you needed to impersonate someone and steal their money was a signed check. No ID required.
I want to go to heaven. I want to go to the bank and cash the goddamn check.
Character who was all upset about blasphemy yesterday casually blasphemes when money is involved. There's no way they think this is real, right?
They're gonna bury you right next to Jimmy Hoffa.
God, I'd kill Sam again if it could stop him from making these kind of wisecracks. Sam has won. He took the money from this fucker and got even, but because he taunts the bad guy, even typing his fucking name on the computer, he puts his girlfriend's life in danger again. Selfish fucking ghost right there. And he's just standing here all smug, like he actually wanted this guy to get so mad he came to Molly's house. What the fuck, Sam?
Cut her throat.
See, Sam, maybe better to have this confrontation back at the office, no?
Cut her throat.
However, Sam has this hitting and punching stuff down now, so why does he care about all these kinds of threats? He could knock the knife out of Carl's hand right now, punch him silly, and he couldn't do anything. Hell, if he's worried Molly would see it, he could just wait until he gets outside. There's no reason why Sam should allow Carl to do anything from this point forward. In fact, Sam decides the best course of action here is to warn Oda Mae that Carl and Willie are coming rather than simply punching Carl into oblivion before he can drive anywhere or call Willie.
Oda Mae, we're in trouble. They want the check and they're coming for you.
Seems somebody was too selfish earlier to consider consequences such as this. Justice is convenient. Jerry Zucker couldn't resist throwing a little comedy into the film.
Use my body.
Is Jumpin' Jack Flash suggesting to Dirty Dancing what I think she is with G.I. Jane? Because that beats my fanfiction. Earlier he had to practice and practice before he could learn to punch inanimate objects, but now he masters the art of taking over a living body and just to, You know what, I don't even f***ing care anymore. The movie neglects to cut back to reality footage to give us a shot of Demi and Whoopi cuddle dancing. It's kinda convenient how everyone forgot about Carl, isn't it? Now we know why it wipes out a ghost's energy to take over a human body, so that this finale will have a little extra urgency. That's pretty much the only reason. Why do people in movies using the fire escape to escape always seem to go up instead of down? Molly hits her shoulder on an empty trash can and somehow gets incapacitated. Oh, I guess he fully recovered in 2 whole minutes. But he was so tired. Movie rigs finale so the bad guy can die without the good guy having to do the killing cliche. This glass is way more blood covered in this shot than it is in the next. I know his hand slid down and removed some of the blood, but look where his hand is compared to where the lack of blood is. It's not even close, man. Jerry Zucker couldn't resist throwing a little comedy into the film.
Molly?
I can hear you.
For some reason. Hooray for love! So the lights from heaven that she can't see are somehow illuminating the ghost she can't see enough so that she can see him? The fuck? Also, God was apparently paying attention this whole time to know that Carl is dead, Molly is safe, and Sam's soul is ready for a second shot at accepting heaven.
The love inside, you take it with you. See ya.
See ya.
Don't bang any other dudes while I'm gone. I know you're just 28, but wait for me, okay?
Tommy, how's the peeping? Tommy, how's the peeping?
All I'm asking you to do is check it out.
Okay, but I could set the building on fire.
One way or another, I'm getting on this train.
You don't get it. I built this place. Down here, I make the rules. Down here, I make the threats.
Try not. Do. Or do not. There is no try.
Could I have just a little more cream?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Hey, baby. My shirt's chafing me. Mind if I take it off? Well, okay. I don't believe it. Now my pants are chafing.